So here it is, guys, from the Selhurst Park. It is Liverpool against Crystal Palace. Arne Slot, he is having a great season. There are much expectations from him. Let me just switch this to the lineups. That was a goal in just 20 seconds. Eze, Eze to Wharton, Wharton to Sa. Yes, that is an offside. Oh my God, Oliver Glasner must be having a real time over here. What an early goal it would have been at the Selhurst Park. This game is really going to take the nerves, guys. What an action that is. So here is the lineup. If we switch over to this aspect, where we having the lineups of Eze and Sar with Niketia. So Crystal Palace has decided that they will be on the attack against Liverpool. And yes, definitely, you will now walk alone fans will be having a great time. The starter for Arne Slot has been with Salah, McAllister, and Gakpo, and Diogo Jota. Jota is having a quite lean season. He has been seen many a times performing much. And yes, Tsimikas is playing at the left back, and Robertson has been dropped. The likes of Gakpo is there, and Luis Diaz hasn't been placed in the first squad. Whereas Gravenberch and Jones at the centre midfield, and Konate and Van Dijk at the centre backs, Alexander Arnold at the right back. Guy is the centre back for Crystal Palace, and they are preparing the formation of 3-4-2-1. What is in store for Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, where they have not been able to gather a win? Yes, they have got wins at the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup, but in the Premier League, they haven't yet registered a win. So much worries for Oliver Glasner. And yes, there are expectations that under Simon Hooper, the referee on field, there are some decisions going to be against Liverpool or not. That is the main aspect to watch this. And yes, all of you guys who are watching this, welcome to FC RAMSAY. We are streaming these Saturdays match days of the Premier League. That was Mohamed Salah out of the box. He was close, but it's a good defense from Stalova. Chalobah, the player who has had a transfer from Chelsea this season, and he is at Crystal Palace. Much expectations from Eze as he is a good whole player and he can has those conversions. Just he has to work on those clinical aspects which he is missing this whole season. Number 5, Lacroix. He was on the counter for Crystal Palace and he was against the Tsimikas. But yes, despite Robertson being dropped from the first squad, Arne Slot has chosen Tsimikas at the left back. Van Dijk to Tsimikas, back to Van Dijk, Konate. Konate with a long ball. That is Diogo Jota on the chest with the ball, trying to give the cross. That was a cross to Gakpo, but it was well blocked by Lacroix and Wharton. So let me just put a Q&A for you guys. Who is gonna win today at Sellers Park? Who gonna win today? And yes, we had made the videos of the previous weekend's Premier League matches. You guys can watch those also. They are in the video section. The playlists are there for the Premier League watch-alongs, for the different Bundesliga, Serie A, Champions League, as well as Europa League watch-alongs. Is a with the ball. He is into the box. That is a cross and well received by Muniz. But that was Van Dijk to the rescue from the penalty box, and he has just blocked that. As a giving a fine cross far off the post to Munoz. Munoz trying to center the ball, but it was a block from Van Dijk. How efficient he is, that player who is in the last year of his contract at Liverpool. So, despite the rumors of Alexander Arnold to Real Madrid, which is not happening for sure, and it has been confirmed by various sources, but there are expectations from Arne Slot that he is going to get a contract extension as well as a transfer for Emerson, who is playing at Atlanta this season. The Brazilian midfielder who had his charismatic gameplay at the Super Cup as well as in the finals. Konate to Gravenberg. Gravenberg is having a very good season and he has been looking monstrous in the midfield. The new character build-ups from Arne Slot in this season is definitely going to be too good. He is having a stint performance with wins only despite having a loss, and that was against Nottingham Forest, and that too at the Anfield. So yes, the Reds, the Anfield fans, those who are singing of those WNWA, you will never walk alone, will have a great moment under Arne Slot this season. But yes, expectations of Slot to win the Premier League is not much as said by him only, and he doesn't believe that his team is going to win the Premier League. But there are expectations from the fans that definitely this is going to be too good. And that is that first goal. Who is that? Diogo Jota has scored. So that is the first goal which has been just put behind the nets. And it was Diogo Jota who played the false nine and he has just netted it so peacefully, so calmly, so deep in the penalty box of Crystal Palace. But is there going to be a VR check? So this match is not going to be that difficult for Liverpool. Casemiro gives a cross to Gakpo. Gakpo just centers the ball into the penalty box and it was Jota clear off from the defense line. So no chances of offside on this and VAR is clear about it. And yes, Crystal Palace is down despite having an early chance in the first half in just 30 seconds, which was declared offside by VAR. So character build-ups and formation of Liverpool is looking too fine under Slot, and they have just in 9 minutes with an ease are 1-0 up at the Selhurst Park, and Crystal Palace has no answer to it yet now. Van Dijk is calling for the defense to come closer. Arnold with the ball to Salah. Jones. Jones to Salah. Gravenberch. He is just trying to outnumber the opposition's defense lineup. Four of the five Liverpool players are at the defense lineup. But yes, that is a foul considered by Jones. So yes, playing Jones at the attacking midfield position is a game which Arne Slot is doing in this match. And the likes of Federico Chiesa, who is, despite having made his debut appearance at Liverpool, is under injury, and his expectations of returning to the matches are late October, as well as Harvey Elliott, who is having a broken foot. He is out till late October. So two of the injury concerns for Liverpool this season, the new signing Federico Chiesa and Harvey Elliott. Talking about the injuries of Crystal Palace, there is Chris Richards, Riyad, Franca, and Cheikh Dokore. Gakpo moving with the ball, speeding up, crosses to Salah to the right wings. Salah is close to the edge of the penalty box. He is trying to cut in. That is Arnold with the cross, but Jota was far off from the far post. Tsimikas to Jota. Jota is back to McAllister. Gakpo to Tsimikas to Gakpo. Back to McAllister. McAllister to Arnold to the right wings. Arnold with the cross to the center of the edge of the penalty box, but it was a clearance from Guy. So it is a clear chance for Liverpool, and they can grab away those 3 points, and as well as they have to take those lead goal points, which is going to be too crucial in the Premier League table. Table of Premier League, which stands before this match day 7, is Liverpool at the top with 6 wins out of 7 games. And yes, their goal difference of 11 is very crucial. Samikas with the corner. It was a clearance from Chalova. Back to Arnold. To Allison. Allison back to Arnold. Van Dijk moving down to the defense. McAllister to Tasamikas. Arnold back to Konate. Van Dijk. Gravenberch. Samikas. To Jones. McAllister. Jota. Arnold to Salah. Salah into the box. That is a cross. There is absence of some players in the attack, but yes, Liverpool is doing great. Arne Slot has made those movements in the players, which was quite needed. But why McAllister left it? It should have been just hit, touched. He should have given his feet a touch to the ball. That would have been a second goal lead. Henderson, the goalkeeper, with the clearance. That long ball, well headed by Van Dijk. Some kind of mistrust to the ball, but yes, Gravenberch gets hold of it very clearly. Definitely, Liverpool is going to win this with comfort, and definitely they are going to have a great stint over here. But chances are there that Crystal Palace can score one goal out of it from nowhere. That is what Liverpool has to be concerned of. Some side of physical problem. There are injury concerns for Crystal Palace. But yes, Oliver Glasner hasn't made any kind of significant improvements in the number game of the Premier League table so far. Ize, Sar, and Nikitia are really going to be crucial, and yes, some kind of clinical movements from Eze is the need of the hour. and Sar has to perform. Talking about Crystal Palace, they have scored six goals only in their 5 matches of the Premier League table, whereas Eze has the most shots on target per match for Crystal Palace. He has got those shots, he has got those empty spaces, he has got those awareness of offensiveness in the field. But yes, the conversion is much needed by him. But yes, talking about Liverpool, they have scored 15 in 5 games, so an average of 3 goals per game. Liverpool is doing good under Arne Slot. And yes, Arne Slot is breaking all the records, which is the need of the hour. Gravenberg to the Simikas. The Simikas just centers it. Clearance from Van Dijk. Wharton is outnumbered by 3 Liverpool players. Lema is at the center midfield, but it was a challenge from Jones, and that was given a foul. So an early substitution for Oliver Glasner at the Sellers Park. The substitution is that of Munoz. Klein is the player who has just substituted Munoz. Munoz having some injury at his leg. Alisson with the ball. Konate back to Alisson. Van Dijk. There are some sort of spaces which is Crystal Palace giving to Liverpool, and they are looking quite easy in the build-ups. This game is looking easy for the Liverpool players. The number of chances which they have created is one shot on goal, and they have converted it, and they are having maintaining an 83% position in just 17 minutes of the game. McAllister with the counter. Salah just centers it. McAllister tries to find Jones, but that was a block from Wharton. Wharton is the player who is just blocking away those midfield build-ups. Gakpo just clears the ball, moves deep down the defense to the left back position to Gravenberg. Van Dijk, Casamikas. Look at Gravenberg. That player, he is doing so much miracles in the midfield. Just look at that moment of Gravenberg, how he just converted that dead ball into a opening chance for Liverpool. Gravenberg is the definite character builder from Arne Slot in this Liverpool squad. He is that man who has just shown his monstrous playing abilities. Arnold trying to find Jones. Eze blocks the ball to Wharton. Wharton to Lacroix. Why? Klein is the player who has got an early substitution. Munoz is the player who he has substituted. Samikas to Gravenberg. Look at the center midfield position of Gravenberg. Every time he is staying, the position with which he is playing at the jersey number 38, he is the new Mysterio, the new fortress of Liverpool. Arnold to Salah. Salah with a new haircut is looking great. But yes, can he score in this game? That will be quite worth of watching for the Red Armies, the fans of Liverpool. By just having some kind of confrontation with the referee talking about the position of the ball. There are two balls seen in the ground at present. Arnold with the throw. Stevenberg moves in, but that is a back pass to Konate to Van Dijk. Van Dijk trying to find Gakpo, but that was a block from Lacroix. Mikas, Gravenberch, Jones trying to find a way out from the midfield. He gets hold of the ball to Gakpo. Gakpo with a cross. So Liverpool is firing. They are having those build-ups, and the game is looking bit easy for them as of now. All of their crosses, all of their center stage attacks, all of their wing plays are looking very good. And yes, they are looking in form. Talking about Liverpool this season, these stats which hold is that of Luis Diaz. That was a cross, but well blocked from Chalobah. Orton with the ball, he is seeing everywhere in the game, playing for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace trying for a build-up. Why that long pass is so big? The ball goes directly to Allison. Yes, talking about the stats of the team, Luis Diaz is the man of Liverpool with 5 goals. Mohamed Salah is having 4 goals, and Darwin Núñez with 1 goal. And Jota and Ibrahim Konate are there with 1 goal each. So in this game, Jota has a goal and his total tally moves to 2 goals. But Luis Diaz, the man behind Liverpool's success under Arne Slot with 5 goals. But yes, some sort of midfield presence in Liverpool can be seen because Curtis Jones as well as McAllister are staying weight high and Gravenberch is at the deep. The position of Van Dijk somewhat is just overlapping with Gravenberch. This is a game which Liverpool must not be worried of. Yes, their presence in the Champions League is to be of great concern because some sort of playmaking is looking quite absent for Liverpool. Van Dijk finds Mo Salah. Mo Salah tries to cut in from the right wings to the right midfields. Samikas to Gakpo. Gakpo finds McAllister. McAllister Konate. Gravenberch. He is close. He can have a shot from there. Jones with the ball. Mo Salah just couldn't get a touch to it. So this game is quite clear that Liverpool is trying to outnumber the defense lines of Crystal Palace. They can be seen with 4 players of Liverpool to the centre forward positions against the 4 centre backs of Crystal Palace. So talking about that leading goal scorer for Liverpool this season, it was Luis Diaz, and Mo Salah was having that assist of 4. So still, if you ask me about the player of this season so far for Liverpool, is that of Mo Salah because he is having a total 8 goals plus assist number in his bag, whereas Luis Diaz is having 6 and Diogo Jota is 3. But there are expectations of Cody Gakpo because Gakpo is not doing that job which is required. Especially in some games, he has been looked too good, but the consistency of that player is a bit concerning for Liverpool. Especially in the Premier League, Gakpo doesn't have those numbers, which is expected at least from these six games which has been played before. So there is some kind of character development needed for Gakpo as well. And yes, talking about the substitutions for Liverpool, where they have been doing those of Darwin Nunes, Bradley, Concha, Gomez, Szoboszlai, they have a bench which can play, but performances of Szoboszlai and Diogo Jota are a bit at the edge, and they need to just produce those numbers in the Premier League. Arnold just clears it to Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Van Dijk to Gravenberch, back to Konate. Konate finds Arnold. So Liverpool in their defense is looking quite rigid against Crystal Palace over here. Van Dijk, Konate, Arnold, Kasamikas are doing their job quite fine. At times, Diogo Jota has been seen dropping to the left back position to assist. Just look at that movement of Gravenberg again. He is doing those crazy orchestrating as well as creative midfield position moves. He was signed from Bayern to Liverpool. That is McAllister. Can he find Jota? Yes, he has Jota with the ball, but now the Crystal Palace has outnumbered Liverpool in their penalty box. Kasimikas to Jones, back to Gravenberg. Gravenberg tries to find Jones with a lofted cross. Gravenberg again. Alistair to Jones. Gakpo. Gakpo finds that shot, but it is quite far off from the post. Liverpool in this game should try to bring in Cody Gakpo, McAllister, and Curtis Jones more into the game, more into the build-ups, more into the formations, which Arne Slot has just provided them for those assists, which will be quite crucial for the upcoming matches of the season. Especially talking about Gakpo, he is a lethal player at times and he can definitely go for those moments. But yes, some sort of clinical finishings from Cody Gakpo is seen missing this season so far. But yes, he did well in the EFL match where he scored at the verge of the completion of the second half on the stoppage time in the 92nd minutes. Jota had scored, but yes, his consistency in the Premier League needs more, and the figures, the numbers in terms of goals and assists needs to be shown. So Crystal Palace are just losing the ball. They are looking just down in their own penalty box. Gakpo again trying to hover up, moving from the flanks to the center midfield. Janberg with the corner. Arnold has that shot, but that was a block from Henderson. Henderson just blocked that ball, and it was a wild boomerang from Alexander Arnold. Such a classy player, right back position. Yes, Southgate made this player to play at the center midfields, which was quite hilarious for the English squad. But yes, Alexander Arnold from the right backs, giving those crosses, trying those attempts for the goals is just very, very much needed for Liverpool. And yes, transfer rumors of Alexander Arnold to Real Madrid has been just put an end by the various sources. So there is no link of Real Madrid associated with Arnold for the upcoming transfers. Arnold is staying at Liverpool. Now with the corner, trying with the right foot. Gakpo had a head touch to it, but the ball is far off. Nowhere near the post the ball can be seen. Those figures for Gakpo and Jones as well as McAllister, especially in the first half for Liverpool, needs to be seen because that Liverpool build-up is where the team is lacking, which I feel, despite they are having their wins, despite they are having their numbers, despite Arne Slot getting those early wins, especially in the first six matches where they have won five out of eight. And yes, they will definitely win this game. But the stats of Jota as well as McAllister and Jones needs to shine up. They need to polish up their boots. And for some season, if there are some injuries, then yes, there is a hope that Chiesa can be that dominant figure if Gakpo goes for a revival in his form. Against Salah with the ball, trying to find Jota, but that was Chalobah intercepting it well in their own penalty box. Pressure building up for Crystal Palace right now, and they are being seen just conceding away those missed passes, those corners, as well as those chances for Liverpool. In this game so far, 31 minutes of gameplay, Crystal Palace are nowhere seen near the post of Liverpool, despite their early 30 seconds attempt, which was declared offside by VAR. White trying to build up, moving with the ball, but that was a challenge from Jones. This field referee just looks like Arne Slot. His presence from behind. Firstly, I thought that Arne Slot is the match referee of this game. Just look at the referee, Simon Hooper, who just looks like Arne Slot. Simon Hooper truly resembles Arne Slot. At first instant, I just thought that it is Arne Slot wearing those referee, referee attire in the field. So Eze with the corner. This is the first corner for Crystal Palace. Eze is going to take it with his right foot. Eze delivers the cross, but that was a clearance from the Liverpool defense. Konate clears the ball well, tries to find Mo Salah. There is a miscommunication in the passes. Salah finds Jota with a long aerial pass back to Salah. Some of the Liverpool attacks are being too centered in this game. That is Kevin Burke. Look at his performance. He is again. That was a good chance for Diogo Jota. How could he miss that? There was no one present near to him. And just a straight touch to the ball would have given them the advantage of two goals in just 33 minutes. But how could Diogo Jota miss that scoring opportunity? That is what I am talking about. The likes of Diogo Jota being in form, Gakpo and Jones, as well as McAllister, will sort of fly. Some of these players needs some stats in the goals as well as assists. Liverpool has to try and find them. Just look at it. It was such an easy chance for Jota. A straight touch to it would have just yielded a goal advantage. Jota has missed a big opportunity over here. Tasamikas to Gakpo, back to Tasamikas, Van Dijk, Konate, Gravenberg, finding Salah. But the ball is off for a throw and in the favor of Liverpool. So still no hope for Selhurst Park. Fans of Crystal Palace, they haven't been able to just clear the defense of Liverpool in this game so far. Over back to Henderson. Henderson clears the ball with a long ball to Eze, but that aerial distance traveled by ball was quite high. There was Konate to clear it. Van Dijk with the position, finding Jones. Jones to Jota again. Jota trying to center it, but yes, there was Gakpo. See, just look at the attack of Liverpool. Every time they are moving straight, they are trying to find those center parts. This is what our concern is of for Arne Slot, which he must be thinking, because every time they are moving just to center, there are players of Crystal Palace who are getting them outnumbered in their own box. Arnold, Arnold is with the corner from the left side with his right foot. Arnold is not looking that good with the corners today. All of his aerial shots are being blocked, despite he had a chance to goal in just 20 minutes, which was well blocked by Henderson. On side of transition, the fluidity of the players in the Liverpool squad is not visible, and they are sticking to their positions well because there is no threat from Crystal Palace yet for the Liverpool defense. Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Konate, Konate back to Alisson, Van Dijk, Van Dijk clears the ball, tries to find Jones, the movement of Jones and Jota is looking quite deceptive. What was that? Liverpool are looking quite decent in this game. But for me, the concern is those of the players of Diogo Jota and Jones, as well as McAllister and Sozofly. They do need to have those numbers counting for them in the table. If they get those numbers just edging up for those counts, it will be too good. Work back to Van Dijk to Jota, McAllister. That is what Gakpo is missing over here. Look at his position. They are not trying to find those gaps. They are just dwelling for those center positions. If Jota moves in too wide, Gakpo again trying to find those center passes, those aerial passes deep into the center. Some side of wide movements is quite required. Just look at that two air assist from Gakpo. It was into the center. But yes, talking about the midfield, there was Jones as well as McAllister who were just unmarked in the field. Do you guys think that Liverpool is playing their best game? I don't think so. Yes, they are having those stats over here, but some sort of miscommunication in the passes is quite visible at times, and they are not trying to find those unmarked players. Van Dijk with that header chance, but the ball was quite high up from the top post and no threat for Henderson. Van Dijk was having that great height advantage against Crystal Palace, but the ball was not timed that well to get a scoring lead. Kasimikas trying to get the clearance against Sar finding Niketia to Lerma, Mitchell tries to center it, but into the safe hands of Allison. Allison is having those collections of the ball so neatly, and no threats for Allison so far in this game, despite the first 30 seconds attempt which was made by Crystal Palace. If this game continues to move on to the second half up to the 60 minutes with this one goal lead advantage, it would be too frustrating for Liverpool as they are not getting those chances converted. They are doing those build-ups, but their formation and their attacks are not looking that lethal. Salah just manages a white ball. Arnold with the cross. McAllister. Casamikas with that shot. That ball was on target, but it was well blocked by Wharton. Wharton is the man who is doing all the blocks at the center midfield. My mistake, that was a block from Lacroix. Allison to Tasamikas. Gravenberg back to Tasamikas. Jones with the ball. McAllister. Arnold to Salah. Salah into the edge. Again, a communication passing mistake from Salah and Arnold. Liverpool is having that edge in this game. They are playing those good movements, but some sort of communication miss passes is quite evident. And this referee, however, whatever number of times Simon Hooper is being shown on the screen, every time I am just resembling his face with Arne Slot. What a resemblance with Simon Hooper and Arne Slot. Both of them are looking almost the same. A free kick movement for Crystal Palace, but they are not giving those direct passes which is required. Every time Palace is having the ball, some movements from Eze, Niketia and Sar with the likes of Lerma is being seen. But yes, they are not going for those positions which is required at that moment. Talking about the gameplay, 75% of ball possession for Liverpool and 25% to that of Crystal Palace. That is amazing. Everything looking in this game is in the favor of the Reds. The Liverpool, the Liverpool fans must be having a good time. But yes, some sort of miscommunication in the passes and in the build-ups are seen for Liverpool, as well as in the previous game. Liverpool had some sort of build-up problems despite having their win. It was against Bologna in the Champions League where they won it with a lead of 2 goals, but there was some tactical pressing as well as some sort of build-up which was deficit in Liverpool. They won against Wolves and they had a win against West Ham at Anfield. That was a big win of 5-1. as well as against Bournemouth, where they won 3 goals lead. At Milan, at San Siro, they had won with 3-1. But yes, their defeat at Nottingham with against Nottingham Forest at Anfield was quite disheartening. And against Manchester, they had a good 3-0 win. Brentford as well as Ipswich. So this was all about Liverpool in this season so far. But yes, talking about Crystal Palace, what is their performance in the previous matches is that of the winning against Everton. I mean, they lost to Everton and a draw against United. That was the moral boost for Crystal Palace, where they had a draw against Man United. But yes, so with against Queen's Park Rangers in the EFL in the Carabao Cup, they had a win. Crystal Palace won it quite decently. Against Leicester, they had a draw. With Chelsea also, they had a draw. And yes, against Norwich in the EFL, the Carabao Cup, they had a huge margin of 4 goals. But yes, against West Ham and against Brentford, they had a loss. So yes, Crystal Palace is not doing that great in the Premier League season so far, and quite a worry for that is a chance. And can that be a goal? No, that was a clear chance for Sa. That is what Crystal Palace is missing this season, and that was what I was talking about so many times. I have said about this that some sort of clinical finishing from Eze Sar Niketia has been seen missing this season. That's the main concern for Oliver Glasner to get some points in the Premier League table. That is Gakpo, Jones, Salah, Mo Salah. He has reached the box trying to curl in with his left footer, and the referee has just blown his whistle. I am not happy with this match. The way Liverpool is playing, they really need to do some build-ups. They really need to do those clinical movements which is required. And yes, definitely some sort of movements from the playmaking of Eze and Sar and Niketia is not proving that much threat for Liverpool, but their clinical finishing is lacking, of course, and they really need to have those build-ups, which is quite the need of the hour. But yes, talking about the build-ups, McAllister, Jones, and Mo Salah are not proving that threat. But yes, Gakpo has done his decent job with that assist. But Gakpo has to make those numbers counting for him in this season because he needs to have goals, he needs to have assists, he needs to have those build-ups. Whereas talking about Gravenberch, he is looking monstrous in the midfield for Liverpool this season so far. And yes, Alexander Arnold, Konate, and Van Dijk are doing their job good. But yes, they have not yet been tested so good in this game so far. And yes, Alisson Becker, I don't think he has to do much of a job in this game so far, with only just 2 shots which were loose in the game. And we're talking about Liverpool, they had total 8 shots and 2 big chances. But most of the time, the Liverpool attack has been seen too center and too near the box, whereas they are not going those wide, which the likes of Anderson or Arnold should be done. Had Henderson been in the left back position, those crosses from the left wings, and for Arnold, those crosses from the right back. See, in this game, Liverpool is not going that deep into the defense of Crystal Palace. This build-up will not just sustain Liverpool much in this season because some sort of playmaking is required, some sort of build-ups is required in the half of Crystal Palace, the place where Liverpool is lacking in this game. And yes, this lead of one goal can be lethal to them if Crystal Palace goes for one counter attack and some moments they can get lethal. If Liverpool has to share points in this game against Crystal Palace, it would be too disheartening for Arne Slot. But yes, Arne Slot won't be hoping for that because he is having his substitutions ready. And do you guys think that there should be any substitutions made in the first half for Liverpool? Yes, of course, Jones needs to have some kind of substitution. But yes, Arne Slot would go for those substitutions after the 60 minutes because he is having a lead of one goal. He is happy. He is contented so far, and he will try to sustain it up to the 60 minutes. And after the super subs will come into play, he will try to get those big wins. And yes, talking about this first half, in the next 10 minutes of the second half, Liverpool will try to get those early goals. So that is the point to watch in the second half. And there is a break as of now. We will also take a break. We will be back in just 2 to 3 minutes. And yes, we will having a watch along. And yes, those of you who are watching this stream, do give us a like, do share, do subscribe, as well as the watch along link is there in our Discord. The server is open and you can watch the gameplay over there also. So do stay tuned, guys. I will be back in just 2 minutes, and then we will be having the stream and the watch along of the second half between Liverpool and Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park. So that is all up for now. And back in 2 minutes, we will have the second half ongoing. Do stay tuned, guys. I will be back in just 2 minutes. And yes, there is a Q&A that who is gonna win today. Do have your comments that who is gonna win today. Either it's going to be Liverpool or Crystal Palace, or will it be a draw up to the stoppage time. Do stay tuned. I will be back.
Who lead at Crystal Palace. Diogo Jota's goal separating the two sides after 45 minutes of play. Overall impressions on the first half.
That Liverpool have been really good. Aided, I think, by the manager of Crystal Palace. I don't think a back three against this front line works unless you're going to go back to man, as I said earlier. I think Liverpool have got spare bodies all over the place. It's been a battering, really. I think Palace are lucky to be 1-0.
Yeah, exactly. They just can't get to close Liverpool down, and in all the areas, Liverpool are getting all the second balls. They've got time on the ball, not stopping crosses. The left side's causing them a massive problem. Gakpo and Simicast. We haven't even seen Mo Salah get involved yet, but they're going to need to change something to be Palace to get themselves back in. Maybe the I don't know, but they're going to need to change it.
And yet it was Palace who could have had the early lead.
Yes, and again, it's like it's down that space. Big Star does very, very well once this ball comes because you can see the defenders there. But once it comes wide in this area, then that's when Liverpool may have a problem. But unfortunately, it is the run he makes. You see him here. He needs to get around Virgil, go the other side of Canate, because there's enough time on the ball for me for Sarr. If he gets round it or he gets level with them at least, his momentum took him offside, and it's just such a shame because he lost balance.
It was an Ian Wright.
I like the thing. The finish was brilliant. I remember. I don't know what you're on about, right? But yeah. He just needed to try and get himself on side. It would have been a great start for him.
Yeah, that was just 20 seconds. It would have been a great start. It was Liverpool who got the great start. As Righty said, very strong down the left.
Yeah, they have been strong down the left, Jules. And that's where the goal came from as well. As Righty said, Mo Salah hasn't been really that much involved, but Gakpo has. That was a brilliant ball. But we have a look more closely at this goal. Come back here. Just absolutely ball watching. Brilliant ball from Simicast. And then when you just pause it here, a lot of wide players will think, I can't see anybody in the middle. Let's take another touch. No, don't do that. You're a wide player. Don't do it. You put the ball in a dangerous area. It's down to the attacker to make the run. Time the run. Nip in front of the defender just at the right time. And he did it perfectly.
Brilliantly. And, it's Chalobah. Obviously he's not been playing really. He's not as sharp. And Jota's sharp. When you look at the edge of the box where he was to where he ends up, he knows exactly where he wants to be. And Michael's bang on with the cross. that's what you want to see more with wingers. Just put it in there. It's up to the forward to get there, and he done it brilliantly.
Yeah, Munoz going off injured shortly after that, replaced by Nathaniel Klein. Mo, you picked up something in the build-up. You mentioned it once again. You're concerned about Palace playing with the back three and what that meant facing a front three of Liverpool.
Exactly. If you're man on man, which fairly you're going to do, then of course it can sort of work. But inevitably it's going to be a back five, and you see there the back three just marking one in terms of job. Bodies elsewhere. They need to go back four. They need to be brave. And but again, every time you look, it's spare man at the back. And okay, there will be midfield players running, but then midfielders can track the runs. But all they're doing at the moment, see, centre half got to come into the field, leave holes there. And of course, if it was the other way around, as I said, you can just track runners. You see the back three here; it's a little bit all over the place. And Jota's on his, and McAllister's on his own there. So I just don't like the system. Look at that back five there. There's five of them, and they still can't defend the ball. It's almost like when you've got too many men back there, it's easy to pass on instead of thinking, right, if it was just man on man, you think, you're my man, so I'm constantly going to be focused on you. When there's five against three, it's, well, shall I pass the ball, and there's confusion. I just think they're over-numbered at the back there. And then that's causing a problem with Liverpool getting all the ball in the midfield because there's obviously two extra men somewhere.
Well, that's poor Palace, highlighted even more by the fact that Sar's chance in first half injury time was their only attempt in the first half.
Yeah, because they couldn't get on the ball, and we've seen that is a great pass. That's a great pass, but they've not been able to get on the ball in that area. Adam Walton has been dispossessed a few times. Eze holding onto the ball a bit too long, but that was fantastic. You know what I mean? It would have been a bit of a nightmare for Liverpool if they conceded there, but that's how easy they can do it. Because they need to get another man, for me, another man in that midfield, maybe go like Michael's saying, into the four, get Eze to drop off a bit, Eddie to move up and bring Matete on. Bring Matete on and get them really have a go at Liverpool this half. They need to do something different.
Yeah, they really do. All going Liverpool's way in the first 45 minutes at Selhurst Park. Oliver Glasner, he needs a rethink on a spot. All according to plan. His side are in the lead for the second half when we come back.
Premier League broadcast for Disney Plus Hotstar is brought to you by co-presenting digital streaming sponsors Aqua, car insurance for Lena, so Aqua check with Lena, Jaguar, bottom line.
Liverpool is doing required. They are going on those center attacks, but
digital streaming sponsor white ginger ale alcoholic PlayStation.
but I definitely feel that Liverpool has to make those movements in the wings as well. Because every time Liverpool is going with those center attacks, it is getting very much clumsy and they are getting outnumbered in the midfield. That is what the concern is for Liverpool at this moment. So, yes, talking about this game, Liverpool is having the edge of one goal so far. And the break of the first half is still going. We will continue to the second half, and I'm back, guys. Those of you who are watching this stream, do give us a like and do give us a share. It would be too helpful and too good for us. Yes, talking about the midfield presence of Liverpool in this game, Jones is having a decent, but his position, he is not to be seen many a times in the build-ups. Whereas Gravenberg, he is looking quite deadly in the midfield. His presence in the midfield is making those moves for Liverpool. Talking about Konate, he doesn't had much job to do in this game so far, apart from those headers and those interceptions from the wings as well as in the center of the Liverpool defense. But yes, Van Dijk, he has done a decent job so far being the captain of the Liverpool army. The Red Army is doing their job so good. But some stats, some numbers needs to be counting for Jones, Gakpo and McAllister. A lean season for McAllister so far, not having his numbers in these stats so far. Talking about Tasamikas, he is doing a good job, but yes, Gakpo has been seen quite a times moving for the assist to the left back position for those defensive aspects of Tasamikas, and yes, Gakpo has had an assist in this game so far. Arnold at the right back, he is making his presence felt, but some sort of wide movements from Liverpool is not seen much because Crystal Palace are having three centre backs at the edge of the box and they are blocking those well at the centre. So this will be a concern for Arne Slot because they are just having a goal lead. And if Crystal Palace goes for a counter attack and a goal in the second half, if they get early, then it would be quite lethal. So some kind of substitutions is required. What is Arne Slot thinking at this moment? It would be too crucial. Is he going to make some substitutions for Jones or McAllister, or he is staying with this lineup for the next 20 minutes, and as the game approaches the 60th minutes, he will make those substitutions. So yes, definitely we will be having that very soon. So as the second half is about to start, we will get those things to watch what is going to happen. Is,
Half is Liverpool 1-0 at half time, and it looks like it's Liverpool to make this change as just before the second half gets underway. We're hearing that the Solomon getting ready to come back for McAllister. You recorded this is Solomon with never scored 5 minutes on both sides.
so here comes the second half on to play. So no substitutions yet made by both the managers, despite having an early substitution of Nathaniel Clan, where Munoz was seen a bit fragile in the first half for Crystal Palace. And yes, Szoboszlai has been called for the substitution, and that is McAllister who has been substituted. So Arne Slot has made his moves, and this is quite clear that in the second half he is trying for those early goals to come into the nets for Liverpool. The reason why McAllister has been substituted, he was not looking that edgy and that classy in the first half. And yes, Szoboszlai has been called. That Hungarian is being has been substituted. McAllister, the central midfield, the Argentine has been substituted by the Hungarian. So that is what Arne Slot has decided after the first half, and the second half is on to the play. Samikas to Gakpo, Gakpo trying to cut in from the left wings, trying to find Salah or Jota, but the ball is into the safe hands of Anderson. Henderson talking about this game he has conceded, but he is doing his job quite decent. One goal he has conceded, and that was quite a good one for him to tackle. But yes, Jota had that goal. It was quite early, but Henderson has been doing his job so far. He is not looking that clumsy. That confidence in his character and his playmaking is definitely in the saves. Allison with the position of the ball, just trying to have a calm and peace to Van Dijk, Samikas finding Szoboszlai. This moment of Szoboszlai is too good over here because just look at his presence. He has made his mark into the first half. He has got his touches to the ball back to Van Dijk. Arnold, Arnold trying to speed things up, finding Salah to the right wings. Salah is into the box. Will he go for a edge in? But no, he demands for a corner. But a goal kick has been given. Salah is not happy about it. He makes some exclamation marks on his face is seen. Henderson going for that long shoot, some kind of build-ups for Crystal Palace is not going good. Jota with the clearance, Szoboszlai, Jones steps down to the defense, but that is a throw for Crystal Palace at the moment. I'm not just getting into the formation of Liverpool at present. Why do Jones have to step down so deep for the defense? Is that the fluidity which Arne Slot is trying to make into this game? Palace looking for some kind of counters, but that was a tackle from Szoboszlai. Kalova trying to find Eze, but instead goes for a long ball. Mitchell, Eze, Eze with the ball, just centers it, but that was an interception from Jota. So Crystal Palace is not looking in a hurry. They are taking their time for those build-ups in the second half. In the first half, they were not looking any kind of decent build-ups in the game. So a quite tough defense for Palace, finding spaces between Van Dijk, Konate, and Gravenberch is looking an uphill task for them. Alisson, Van Dijk, Samikas. This is what I just demand from Liverpool. They have to be fast in the build-ups. They really need to do those movements from the left lines as well as the right lines. They have to move those gameplay fast enough from those places. Because in the first half, Liverpool was seen most of the times moving from the center. Alisson gets hold of the ball, clears it well in possession of Gravenberch. Gravenberch to Jones. Jones has stepped down. Szoboszlai is being seen at the attacking midfield. Jones to Konate. Konate to Salah. Arnold. Some type of fluidity in the game is now visible. Gravenberch to Tsimikas, Van Dijk, Gravenberch, Van Dijk again, Van Dijk to Konate, Konate to Tsimikas, Jones, Jota. So yes, Jones and Gravenberch are staying deep, and Jota and Szoboszlai are playing those build-ups, playing some kind of deep down movements. But all the deliveries of Crystal Palace to the box of Liverpool are just not on target, which is expected. So not a potential threat from Crystal Palace so far in the second half. No early goals in the second half as well so far for both the teams. Chalobah with the clearance to Lacroix. Guy tries for a long ball, but that was a block from Arnold. Guy again. That was a tackle to Salah. Van Dijk, Gravenberch, Konate, back to Alisson, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, back to Van Dijk. Crystal Palace is staying bit deep in their defense. They don't want to concede an early goal in the first half very easily. Tsimikas back to Van Dijk. Liverpool is trying to find way out with their fluidity, trying to drop in some positions. Tsimikas to Gakpo. Tsimikas goes for a long ball to Gakpo. Gakpo has the position, so he couldn't have his first touch. Back to Tsimikas, Gakpo, Gravenberch. Gravenberch tries to get in. Szoboszlai with the shot. Mo Salah has a chance. Arnold with the cross, but that was a block from Henderson. This is what is required for Liverpool in the games to perform. Szoboszlai moving deep, trying to intercept Eze, and that was a clearance to Alisson, Van Dijk. So Liverpool having a strong defense, which Palace is not being able to open up in the second half. Jones to Konate. Konate is having the position. Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Dijk to Jones. Jones to Tsimikas. Tsimikas finds Szoboszlai in the midfield. He is in an open space. Back to Gravenberch. Tsimikas, Van Dijk, Konate. So Liverpool is building up and pressure is on at Crystal Palace. Gakpo, Gravenberch with that shot from the midfield. No, he was just out of the box, trying to find those spaces. Gakpo, Van Dijk. Now the pressing of Liverpool is looking good. Salah has that chance. He was one on one with Henderson. That was an aerial assist from Van Dijk to Salah. But what a clearance from Henderson, and he just clears the ball. He just blocks it. What was a block that was? And just Henderson denied a clear opportunity for Mo Salah and Liverpool to have that second goal lead. Some sort of missed passes again from Chalobah to the center part of the box at Liverpool. Van Dijk clears it. Gravenberch to Arnold. Jones trying to find Arnold. Arnold. There are two balls seen in the pitch at present. If we ask to continue the play, Galova, some sort of substitutions can be seen. Players are warming up for Crystal Palace. Glasner must be trying to get those players early. So, what are those substitutions which Glasner is trying to make? Franco Umechibueze is the player he will be calling up for in the second half because some sort of injuries are concerned for Crystal Palace. That is a clearance from Allison. Allison has not yet received any kind of threats in this game so far. But yes, talking about the midfield, Wharton, he has been doing his job quite efficiently. That is Nketiah trying to find Eze. Palace is having the position just outside the box of Liverpool. They are not far off from the goals. Salwa trying to find in Mitchell with the cross, but that was a block. Guy, that was a tackle from Guy to Jota. The foul has been created, but no cards yet been shown. Only two cards for Cody Gakpo and McAllister in the first half for Liverpool. Yes, Crystal Palace are having no cards yet shown. Quite a clean sheet game for them so far. So Mitchell is the player who is being substituted. So that is the call from Glasner at this moment. Crystal Palace are making those substitutions. Oh my God, that is going to be two substitutions for this moment. And it is Mateta and Hughes who has been called in. When Hughes at just 68th minute, the substitutions for Crystal Palace, Hughes and Mateta are the two players who has been called, and it was Wharton who was doing some kind of decent jobs and Mitchell who has been called off. So Crystal Palace requires fresh legs. So when is the substitution for Arne Slot going to come? Though despite Federico Chiesa has made his debut appearance for Liverpool and he made that appearance at Anfield, but yes, no substitutions so far. Only the substitution of Szoboszlai for McAllister was seen in the second half, in the start of the second half. That's what only Arne Slot has so far made in this game. So quite a lazy game in the second half so far. Both the teams are trying to find some way out into the for those edge moments. But Crystal Palace are not looking a potential threat so far in this game for Liverpool defense. Chalobah with the tackle to Szoboszlai and a free kick has been awarded to Liverpool. Mo Salah is looking a bit tired. Does he need a substitution in this game? Talking about the injuries for Liverpool, they have got Robertson, Bradley, Wonshaw, Gomez, all defense, Wataru Indo. But yes, the likes of Darwin Nunes and Luis Diaz can be seen. The injuries of Federico Chiesa, who has been knocked, and his injury is till mid-October, as well as Harvey Elliott. Both of the players are injured, so quite. And that was another chance for Diogo Jota. That cross was from Arnold. This was that fourth attempt from Diogo Jota, but he was just a hairline off from that touch to the ball. Just look at that cross from Arnold. Diogo Jota was in an empty space. He just missed that header so close to the net. He had a miss in the first half as well, where he had a clear chance of shooting the ball into the nets, and he was close. No kind of counter football from Liverpool has been seen in the second half. They are trying to go for those build-ups, but yes, Crystal Palace are staying deep in their defense, but it is at the verge of 75 to 80 minutes where some sort of moments can be seen by Crystal Palace. And if this lead of one goal, this can be quite lethal. Liverpool has to score a few goals to get that breath of air, that open space. Arnold to Gravenberg, but that was Hughes, and that is a scoring chance. That was Niketia with that shot, but again, Crystal Palace not being that clinical from their forwards, the likes of Eze, Sar, and Niketia not being clinical, not being that efficient, not having those accurate touches from their feet. The ball is not going wide from the goalkeeper Allison, and it is always into the safe hands. Though they are not being able to create those chances, but then also some of their shots which they have taken so far, they are nowhere near to a scoring opportunity. Allison doing his job great. That was a touch from Allison's hand to the ball. He couldn't get a hold of it. But yes, that wasn't a potential threat for Allison. Anderson just gets hold of the ball. They're trying to find Niketia. There are Van Dijk and Tassimicus as well as Konate blocking him. So the defense of Liverpool is good enough to block all the two balls of Crystal Palace. Konate finding Tassimicus, Tassimicus to Gakpo. Gakpo cuts in into the midfield. Devils past Hughes, and that was a Szoboszlai shot from just few yards off the box, and it was well collected by Henderson. So no kind of threat for both the teams, despite Diogo Jota having a clear opportunity in the second half. But yes, that was a header missed by 2 centimeters. Diogo Jota has scored that goal for Liverpool in this game. But yes, talking about the stats of Gakpo and Jones is not looking that good with McAllister. So McAllister was substituted in the second half, and Sotoslai has been called. Somewhat lack of performance from the left midfield. Gakpo has an assist, but his playmaking, which is required, which is the need of the hour, is not that output which he has produced in this game. Mo Salah, despite on the other hand, is not looking that clinical as well. That is of where That is a quite fair review of this Liverpool team which is playing. And yes, definitely, if this lead of one goal is going to stay for long, it could be a threat for Liverpool. Some sort of opportunities needs to be seen for Liverpool at this moment. Yes, Crystal Palace is not even giving a potential threat for Liverpool, so this game is not up for them in any chance as of now, despite that first 30-second opportunity, which was declared offside by VAR. Sasamikas moving with the ball, trying to find Gakpo. Yes, he is. Gakpo moving from the left wings into the midfield. Has got Sozovslai. Sozovslai with that pass. No, he is looking for and has found Arnold. Arnold has moved in to Sozovslai. Sozovslai back to Arnold. Arnold with that left footer. But that is his weak foot. Arnold with that attempt with his left foot just outside the penalty box. That was a good build up, which was seen right now from the Liverpool players. Arnold found Szoboszlai to Arnold. Arnold with that left footer, but no, the ball was far off from the post. Mo Salah having the position, back to Arnold. Arnold again trying for those two passes to Salah. Liverpool players are looking bit tired. Their legs are not just giving any kind of chances for their goal conversions or their cuttings. So finally, the man of this season for Liverpool, Luis Diaz, is being seen getting ready in the attire of the Liverpool away jersey, and he is being brought in by the substitutions. So who is the player who is going to be substituted? And that was an easy chance, but a block from Allison. Allison is just saying as a to just shut up and close his mouth. What a block that was from Allison. A fair chance for Crystal Palace in this game. And that was Hughes. Hughes just gave that to Mateta, and Mateta had a center stage to Eze. Eze had so many chances in this season, but yes, he is not that clinical this season. Eze is a class player. He is having those skills. Corner chance from Crystal Palace. That was again a header to Allison. Allison just knocks the ball with a punch. That ball went off so slow. No potential threat for Allison again. Palace are looking a bit deadly in the previous 2 minutes of their gameplay. They are looking near the box of Liverpool, somewhat near a scoring chance. Can they convert these into a goal that could be lethal for Liverpool? A long throw from Chalova, but Alisson clears it well. What is that? He is looking injured. Tasamikas, is he the man who is injured? Glasner is making his gesticulations about his player. Look at it. Tasamikas had that header, but that was a Sly Fox movement. Such type of defensive tactics from Lerma, this could end a physical injury to Tasamikas that could be lethal. In the Premier League, this happens quite often. But yes, Crystal Palace fans are just enjoying the moment. So, is that going to be a VR check from Chalova? Arnold was holding him so badly in the box. Glasner is making his gesticulations clear. But look at this referee again at Selhurst Park. Simon Hooper, he resembles Arne Slot quite a lot. I mean, as many times I am seeing this referee at Sellers Park, the man Simon Hooper, the on-field referee. He resembles Ernest Lot. He is his brother, I guess. Both of them look so similar. So finally, it is Mo Salah who is being called off. The substitutions, Ernest Lot has made his decision, and it is Mo Salah being called up, and Luis Diaz is being brought into the game. So, who is that player who is going to play at the right wings? Is that going to be Sazofly moving towards the right wings? Or that is Jones staying that far off into the wings? Van Dijk with that free kick, long tries to find Jota. Jota has that ball to Gakpo. Photo Jones. So that is the first booking for Crystal Palace in this game, and this is Lerma as well as Hughes being booked with a yellow card in this game. Quite a good moment for the Liverpool fans, but yes, Liverpool is not looking that lethal. Just look at this referee again. He looks like Arne Slot in such presence of Konate at the centre back to Arnold. Arnold trying Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is staying at the right wings. Jota there blocking the defense of Crystal Palace. Jota with a tackle to Chalova. Chalova is down to the ground, but the ball is well cleared. And Lecoq trying to find a long pass to Niketia. Niketia is off to the ground. A challenge from the Samikas. But yes, the linesman has given his decision. That was an offside. Niketia is looking quite hopeless against the defense of Liverpool. The Simikas with the challenge. But yes, that was quite fair enough. So the Selhurst Park fans, the Palace fans are just roaring for some kind of booking for Liverpool Crystal Palace, for Liverpool the Samikas. But yes, the look-alike on-field referee Simon Hooper has made his decision, and Ismail Sarr has been given that card. The sun is about to set at Selhurst Park, and the penalty box DD of Liverpool is just in the shadow, and that part of the field is looking quite dark. So some sort of long shot attempts can be seen from Crystal Palace just to evade the eyes, to create some kind of disturbances due to the shadows where Allison is standing. Van Dijk protesting to the referee about the challenge made from Hughes. But yes, referee has given a yellow card to Niketia as well. So at the verge of 76 minutes, there are four players booked from Crystal Palace, whereas two cards, Cody Gakpo and McAllister, has been given a card and they have been substituted already. Arne Slot with two substitutions, Rozoslai in place of McAllister and Luis Diaz in place of Mo Salah. Eze with the ball to Niketia. Not happening. Some things Crystal Palace is not getting those things happening. Mateta is not proving that lethal against Liverpool. Hughes is not doing those jobs which is needed. Sar, Eze and Niketia are not doing those clinical movements as well. No hopes for Crystal Palace. Alisson is down to the ground. He is looking a bit frustrated with this gameplay where he was challenged by Crystal Palace. Some sort of fresh legs, some sort of fix required for him at this moment. some tactics of time wasting by Allison, but yes, such sort of gameplay is quite evident. So is Allison injured? Does he want for a substitution? Why that sort of dejection from him? So yes, Allison is being substituted. Oh my God! So substitution for Allison Becker and Arne Slot, the debut player being called up, who is going to substitute Allison at this moment. This will be a huge moment for Crystal Palace to score a goal. This could be quite deadly for the Liverpool fans. The number 56, who is making his debut for Liverpool, he is coming onto the ground. Vitezslav Jaros, the Liverpool Academy. He is from Sturm Graz. He was on loan to Sturm Graz, and he is a Liverpool Academy graduate. Just at the age of 23 years, he is making his debut for Liverpool. In the Euros he had played, he is the Czech Republican nationality. So finally, Alison Becker has been called off, and Vitezslav Jaros, the number 56 from Czech Republic, is making his first debut appearance for Liverpool. So, despite making his first appearance for Liverpool, quite a big chance from Palace in this game. Still 20 minutes plus the stoppage time to go. What is in store for both the teams? This would be quite crucial to watch. Anything can happen in this match so far. So finally, Robertson is being called on. Another substitution for Liverpool, and Arne Slot is making his defense quite strong because the absence of Alisson Becker due to his injury, he has called upon Andrew Robertson for the left back position, and the Simicas has been substituted. Hughes with a dreamy shot from far off the box. Such type of dreamy shots from Hughes, not yielding any kind of threat for Liverpool. So let's see how this debut goalkeeper debutant who is making his appearance and yield some kind of help for Liverpool. That was a clearance. Zaros had that clearance. Luis Diaz to Arnold. Arnold trying to speed in. Gravenberg back to Konate to Van Dijk. Gravenberg, look at his presence, look at his movements, look at his step-ins. Mateta with the ball, he is into the box, but that was a clearance from Konate. Konate defends him very well. Fly with the ball, but that was a clearance from Barros. So yes, Jaros has made his clearance and Liverpool are looking out of formation. Back to back two chances, but those were far off from the box. Larma as well as Hughes both trying to just score far from the box, as there is the presence of debutant goalkeeper from Czech Republic, and that is Jaros staying on the nets for Liverpool. So Liverpool won't be trying to make some build-ups from their defense. They would be trying too happy to keep the ball on the half of the Crystal Palace. That is a miscommunication from Niketia. Jota with the ball, but that is a clearance from Lacroix. Gravenberg, well defense. to Arnold. Arnold failing Szoboszlai, back to Arnold. No one is at the right wing positions. Luis Diaz is staying bit deep. Luis Diaz to Arnold, trying to cut in. But there is a block from the Crystal Palace. And yes, this number 70, Nathan Clan, he is making his presence in the field, but not much of playmaking from him or support to Eze can be seen from that side. Whereas Mitchell in the first half was making those moves where Eze was looking a bit threat. Arnold with the throw, trying to find Luis Diaz. Yes, he has. Diaz trying to get the center with the cross. Gakpo towards the left wing has the position, trying to cut in. That was Andrew Robertson trying to get the edge in the penalty box, but that was a block from Lacroix. Just look at that block. Guy had that chance, Mark Guy had that chance, but that was Alexander Arnold just holding him so firmly that he couldn't even turn his body out of it. So no scoring chances quite visible or can be anticipated from this gameplay by both the teams. Liverpool is playing their game, they are having their edge, but not looking quite potentially a threat for more goals. Arnold to Szoboszlai tries to cut in. That is Diogo Jota. Luis Diaz, he has the ball. He tries to give in. But what was that pass from Jota? And that is Mateta with the ball. Eze has it. Eze, can he score? No, but that is in the safe hands. Eze has so many shots this season, and again, that is not a potential threat for Viteslav Zaros, who is making his debut performance, the Czech Republican nationality. He has made his first save for Liverpool in this game, and Eze, despite having so many chances this season, 6 games he has started and played all of them. None of the games he has played in with almost 10 scoring chances, he has not just been able to find the nets. So Glasner must be looking for some sort of character build up for Eze, Sar, and Niketia because their clinical finishings, the lack of their performance, there is giving those unpotential threat for Liverpool at that moment. Van Dijk to Jones. Jones is staying a bit deep to Konate to Arnold. Arnold to Luis Diaz. Look at the curtain of Luis Diaz. He moves from the right wing towards the left wings. Gives to Gakpo. Gakpo with the left wing. Tries with that shot. What was that? Talking about Gakpo, he is having 1 assist in this game so far. But yes, definitely the chances which he is getting is not close for Liverpool to get a goal out of it. Arne Slot has worries and he must need these combinations of Gakpo and McAllister being some kind of threat for the opposition if they get some numbers counting in their stats this season. Mateta trying to find Eze. What a tackle that was from Konate. He just molded Eze into the ground with his right hand. Hughes moving to the deep in the defense by line with the ball, but that was a block from Szoboszlai. Arnold. What is Arnold doing over here? Why such type of rusty shots from him at this moment? Why not just try to have a build up? So that is what Palace has decided because the likes of Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota are seen at the centre forward positions. So they are having those three centre backs at their own half always for those blocks as well as those interceptions required at this moment. Konate has had a header interception in his own box. Anderson trying to find those long balls. Jota is the man, got the header. Luis Diaz with the position, trying to find Fly. But one-sided field effort from Liverpool is quite evident. Jota every time Luis Diaz every time he is getting the ball, he is trying to move towards the left wing, which is his comfortable zone at this moment. Another substitution coming for Crystal Palace, and that is Chalobah being called off. He has done his and some kind of fresh legs. Kamada is the player who has been called, and it's Daichi Kamada, the Japanese player who has made some stint performance in his national team, Japan, and he is from Frankfurt, his academy, where he was on a transfer to Lazio the previous year, and this season at Crystal Palace, he is on a free transfer. So that is Daichi Kamada, as well as Liverpool has brought Wataru Indo in their defensive midfield. He is also from Japan, and Wataru Indo from the Urawa Red Diamonds, his academy where he played for Stuttgart, and from the previous year he is at Liverpool. So both the Japanese substitutions for both the teams, Wataru Indo as well as Kamada. The players which Kamada has replaced is the likes of Chalobah. Palace is looking for those counter moments at this moment with the likes of Nketiah, Sarr, Eze and Kamada. Whereas Liverpool has brought in the defensive midfield of Wataru Indo. Luis Diaz into the box. He is looking for a potential threat. That was a shot. But no, it has been blocked so well. Jota to Gakpo, back to Jota to Gakpo. Gakpo is trying to find space to shoot. Back to Arnold. Konate clears the ball. Yes, Liverpool is trying to get that one goal edge over Crystal Palace. Van Dijk to the debuted goalkeeper Jaros. Jaros trying to find Jota. Szoboszlai on the counter gets that interception. Back to Arnold. Mateta are staying at the top. But yes, that is a clear chance. And Diogo Jota is onto the ball. Luis Diaz is there for the assistance. But that is a missed pass from Jota. How can you miss those? This is the required thing of this moment for Liverpool. You don't get much chances. But yes, talking about the chances for Diogo Jota in this game, he has got so many opportunities. That should have been an early through ball to Luis Diaz. What a missing opportunity from Diogo Jota in this game. Though he has scored once, but he has missed so many opportunities. Talking about the stats of Diogo Jota, just look at the big chances. He has got two big chances of scoring as well as two chances of giving that through ball to his team for a goal. So not a good performance from Diogo Jota. And talking about the duels won, he has won 3 out of 9 duels, as well as in the aerial aspects, just 3 out of 8. And he was fouled twice, and he has committed 3 fouls. So one interceptions. He has some defensive actions, but yes, Diogo Jota for me in this game, though he has scored, but yes, I am not impressed with his gameplay. Diogo Jota is not what is looking right at this moment. His performance is not looking that great. Diogo Jota needs some sort of tactical gameplay to be played or he needs some kind of assistance in the character build of from Arne Slot. Diaz again moving towards the right wing. The ball is just beside the corner position, but that was a clearance from Crystal Palace. So Liverpool is only going to win this game with a goal lead. That is not what was just estimated. A minimum of 2 goals lead should have been in this game, at least. Talking about the scoring chances for Crystal Palace, they were never a potential threat. But yes, Eze and Sar as well as Niketia got a few chances, but that was quite far off from the box. Konate with a tackle to Mateta. Hughes trying to take an early free kick. Kamada with that cross. What a save that is from Jaros, the debuted goalkeeper from Liverpool Academy. He has made his appearance in this game due to the physical element of Alisson. And this player, Jaros, the Liverpool Academy graduate, he is making his presence felt in this game. So, player into the box, trying to find a way out to shoot at the goal. Indo back to Gravenberg. Indo trying to cut in, finding Sozovslav. Sozovslav with that shot, but it was off the post. Sozovslav tries to hit the ball on the first post, but not a potential threat for Henderson in this game. Some sort of movement from the Liverpool, especially in the right wings, is not looking lethal. Luis Diaz is making his moves, but Diogo Jota, with his committed mistakes, is not doing those match of the moment play from him can be seen anytime. There are some concerns which Arne Slot, despite having the first position in the Premier League table, must be worried of as the season progresses. But yes, Diogo Jota is the player who can do such things when the required moment is there. He will definitely step in, and there are much expectations. So Wataru Indo just clears the ball with his hand, and that is a just throw given to Crystal Palace. 6 minutes of added time, already 4.5 minutes are on into the stoppage time. Only 1.5 minutes left to it. Palace with the throw, not a potential threat for Arne Slot in this game from Crystal Palace. Oh my god, that is a foul throw from Crystal Palace. What are they doing? Damn, Crystal Palace is playing this game too bad. But yes, in the defensive aspects, they have done great, as well as they have just stopped Jota and Sosaplay from scoring into this game in the second half. Just 1 minute left in the stoppage time. Can the combination of Kamada, Mateta, as a start do bring in some kind of hopes for Crystal Palace at their home Selhurst Park, or they are going to stay down with that 1 goal deficit? That is a movement from Gakpo into the left wings. He is close, but a big corner moment for Liverpool. So likes of Van Dijk, Konate, as well as Gravenberg or Gakpo with that header from that left corner. Who is going to take that corner for Liverpool? Is it Szoboszlai or Liverpool trying to keep the ball? That is a time waste management policy from Szoboszlai and Gakpo. Ball is back to Van Dijk, back to Jaros, the debuted goalkeeper from Czech Republic. Jaros just clears the ball. Szoboszlai with the ball, trying to cut in. No, that pass was nowhere near Gakpo or Jota. Luis Diaz is just running wide off, and that is a win for Liverpool. Finally, Liverpool has won this. It was quite expected from this game. Liverpool deserved to win this. Arne Slot, with his playmaking abilities, with his players, has done the job. Gakpo has got that stats of 1 assist in this game, and Diogo Jota with that goal. But yes, I would say Liverpool has done a decent job in this game. But talking about the aspects of Jones, Mo Salah, and Diogo Jota, they were not looking that clinical. Especially talking about Diogo Jota, he had as many as 3 to 4 chances to score in this game, but he was not that clinical. Yes, there were likes of Conor Bradley, Concha Gomez, and Darwin Nunes, but Arne Slot has stuck to Jota for the total 96 minutes of gameplay. And yes, there has been quite a chances which Jota has missed, and Arne Slot must be looking quite worried about this. So this was all about Crystal Palace and Liverpool. This is all what it was in store for today's game between Crystal Palace and Liverpool. In the next, which we will be having a watch along, but that isn't possible, is that of Arsenal and Southampton, as well as Man City and Fulham facing Arsenal playing home at the Emirates and City playing at their home of the Etihad against Fulham. So these two matches we will be seeing, and we will be doing a video as well as the match analysis as well as the potential of the players which were seen in the game. But yes, definitely we will be having a match along for today on the La Liga, that is between Real Madrid and Villarreal. So that will be the watch along which we will be having. And yes, on the Sundays we will be having the roundup of the match days of the Premier League, the weekend matches which were seen this weekend. So that is all for today. Despite having a good stint performance, Liverpool got that chance to get those 3 points, and at the top of the table they are staying undisputedly. So bye bye guys, and yes, keep cooling, and yes, those of you who are watching, do give us a like, do share, and do subscribe. Bye bye.